Hello and welcome back to Shakhtar Glory, episode 103. And it's just getting kind of sort of sad now that this could be the last video, or last competitive com video. I've got an idea for a one-off ending video wherever we go, wherever we end up. But yeah, so we're in the quarterfinals. I think it's quarterfinals. I'm completely lost. It's quarterfinals first leg. We had that dramatic game against Chelsea in the last game. In the last episode, the second leg, just unbelievable, back at the Donbass Arena. If you haven't watched it before, go back and watch it now. I'm going to have a card flicking up at some point here. If you haven't seen it, go back and watch that. I say it a lot, dramatic last game, but we make it hard for ourselves. We give ourselves a bit of an uphill struggle, but we always seem to bounce back, primarily at home, which is why it's a little bit disappointing that we are playing the first leg at home today. So we need to get off to a flyer, get that in that position straight off the bat, and give ourselves an easier route away from home, where we traditionally maybe don't do quite so well. But yeah, so we've got our chance. There's been a few things that have happened since that last episode. We've had a lot of league games, a lot of domestic stuff going on. So we last were here for the 5-2 Chelsea. Again, go back and watch it. We then beat Ilichevets 3-0 in the league. Why do I not have that written down? Did I not? I'm not too sure, but we beat them 3-0. Valentin Yakovlev getting a goal, Drew and Adir as well. We then drew 2-2 with Kopati, which is a very disappointing result, but Uremchuk again on the score sheet, and Perdomo 86 minutes and 81 minutes, so very late goals. I think we were 2-0 down in that game, I'm pretty sure, or 1-0 down, 2-1, and then a very, very late. Let's have a quick look. I think it's a very, very late equaliser from them, and even later, 90th minute. In fact, we were 2-0 up. It was 90 and so all goals in the last 10 minutes, 90 and 95. And Adrian, I remember this now. It was like a day or two I've recorded this. I played through this. It's taken me a little while. Diomande got sent off very early on, so we were down to 10 men very early on, but we got the 2 goals. In fact, we had another sending off. I think they had one as well, didn't they? That was a different game, perhaps. So 2 red cards, but we still somehow got a draw, 2-2. But from 2-0 up, that was very disappointing. We then beat Desna back to reality, back to normality. We beat Desna 5-0, and Yakovlev got 2 goals in this game, and he was a wonder kid. He's changed again. He's 21 years old, 5 goals and 6 caps for Ukraine, 23 and 27 for under 21s, and he's already got 50 professional league goals in his career. This guy is going to be something special. He's progressing nicely. His best it was over 17 goals over 24 games. If he continues at his rate this season, he's going to be much better than that. Running out of games now a little bit, but he will get games in the league. And I think he's on the bench today as well, but we'll have a look at that shortly. We then did have Ilichevets again in the semi-final this time. Hurtado, the main man in this one, getting 2 goals 2 minutes apart before Paulinho added one just before half-time. They got one back to 2-1 or 3-1, but they were never really in the game. We did the damage, and that was all that mattered. And then at this point, the league split into the groups. I think Desna might have actually been the first group split. Actually, yeah, it was. Desna was the first game, but we played Shakhtar, and going into that PSG game, we beat them 7-1. Drew getting 5 goals, Badjo getting 1, and Yakovlev getting 1 or 2 as well. 1. He got 1. But Drew, a man possessed. He's on the bench again today, I think. We'll have it, but again, we're going to jump to the teams now. We did make that transfer. We were talking about it in the last episode. The guy on a free, he's going to cost a bit of compensation. It's this guy. He's another wonder kid, Malik, young centre back. It's just a shame we're not going to get to see how good he can be, because he's going to be fantastic. He joins at the end of this season, but yeah, he's going to be a good player. I think is it Malik or Mike? Any Portuguese speakers out there want to let me know how that's said? That'd be most grateful. Just have a quick through the Wonder Kid situation. We do have quite a few. I don't know if he is. Yep, so we've got the goalkeeper, the Polish guy. He's a Wonder Kid. We've got, I think Tello might be a bit older now. Yeah, he is. Valadares. Just going to have a quick scroll through, because I know some of these are still quite young and potentially Wonder Kids. He's not good enough, I don't think. Chebelsi might still be. He's still a wonder kid. He's still coming through. We've got a team. If they keep hold of these after we go, they have got quite a team on their hands. That's going to be the challenge, though. I don't think they will keep a lot of them on. I think a lot of them will be sold. I struggle to fight to keep them in. I think they will be sold out as soon as we leave. Adrian Rodriguez, I know, is a wonder kid. He's the guy we signed over I think in the January window, actually. He's already looking very good. He did score an own goal to draw with Kapati, unfortunately, but that won't hold him back. We've got Adir. I think he's a... No, he's not. Yada Silva was, but I don't think he is anymore. Maybe he hasn't quite kicked on, but he's still a very good player. We've got Lukinov, is a wonder kid now. He's 8.75. He's getting very, very good. We have got... I don't think Figueiredo is... Spesh, no longer. No, he's a bit older now. We've got Schrom, I think he was. He's not anymore. They're all still very good players. I mean, they might not be wonder kids necessarily, but it might be because that tag goes when they start getting more games. I'm not too sure. Petrak was, he still is, but he'll be gone in the summer regard. I think he'll be gone. He'll force his way out of at least if anything happens. We've got Horvat isn't, but he's still very good. We've got Paz. Paz is. He came in the summer, I think. His determination has dropped for some reason, but hopefully that can start working back up. Yachenko isn't, but we're training him as a centre midfielder anyways. That's probably not likely. We've got Perdomo was, but I don't think he is anymore. Nope. Yakovlev obviously is. His value's dropped. He was 14 when I looked at him a game or two back. And he was a wonder kid. He's not anymore. I'm not sure what's happened there. I'm not sure if it's because we didn't play him for a game or two. Drouet was at one point, but he's not anymore. Baggio again was. He might be a bit older again now. Might have just ticked over. And Campino, I'm pretty sure, was as well. He is. He's already capped for Portugal very recently. And the Greens are going up. They're flying up. He's going to be a very good player as well. He cost less than $1 million. And he's already worth nearly 10. So yeah, he's a very good player. So without further ado, we're going to jump into the game. And we'll see the lineups we're going for this game. I haven't set it up yet, so I need to set that up right now. So here are the lineups. We've got Paulinho, Mohamed and Yuri Alberto up front. We've got Paz and Hurtado in the middle. We still haven't worked Petrak back in. As good as he is, he's disruptive at the moment. We've got Matvienko and Lukacevic on the wing-back positions. And we've got Valadares, Tello and Gavitsov at centre-back with Lunin in goal. On the bench, we've got Yada Silva, Lukinov, Schrom, Yakovlev, Shayna, Petrak. He's on the bench. Possibly could have got someone else on there, but you know he could come up good if we need it. Seeing Gabriel Jesus scored 29 goals in 39 for Paris Saint-Germain, which is fantastic. We've got Baggio. He's on the bench, but we've got Baggio. They got Mbappe, Neymar, and Gabriel Jesus up front. I mean, what a front line that is. Pogba, Verratti, and Neves in midfield, and they've got Guerrero, Marquinhos, Delight. I can never know how to say that name. Pereira, and then Lafont in goal. They got some good players on the bench. Dembele, notably. Probably a little bit weaker than they have been in recent seasons against us, I'd actually say. But we need to go out and get a good start in this game. We are home, like we mentioned, first time this time. Not what we like to do, but we're gonna assertive, go out there and make a difference. And everyone seems happy, motivated. That's what we like to hear. Cezerzen, I mean, he's not number one yet. He will be, but he's not yet. And we're going to encourage from the off. The match engine here, the pitch view or the 2D view, whatever, that's been very stuttery as I've been playing today. Most of these league games I've just played, or some of them, the last 3 or 4 I've played tonight. I think it feels like 3 or 4. It's been very jittery, very jumpy. So the laptop's obviously struggling a little bit today. I need to get a new hamster running in there, but hopefully it's not too bad coming out on the recording. Yeah, it's very jumpy for me. Hopefully it's not when it comes out, but I'm pretty sure it will be. Hopefully I can get that sorted, something sorted like that for FM19, maybe a faster laptop, something like that, or just freeze some stuff up and make it run a bit faster. As we whip a ball in here, but it's cleared and Pogba launches the counter-attack. Why is it going so stuttery? Has something changed in the settings? Oh, they go very close. An away goal here would not be very helpful. We need to try and keep that score 0 for them. So we have a corner here. Mohamed whips it in. Very jittery and jumpy again. I'm not sure. It's not been this bad actually. Maybe it's the recording software's slugging it down, but we do take the lead. Yuri Alberto, crossed by Paulinho. The 2 Brazilians combine to put us in the lead. Mohamed, he's still on corners. He must be good at them. We can't really see what's going on here. Is it a little bit fast perhaps? And it gets to half hour before another highlight. It's taken quite a while to get there. It's gone quite slow. but in game time it's sped right through, which is fine for us. I don't mind. A 1-0 I probably would settle for here, although that probably wouldn't be enough. We'd probably still have to do something in Paris, but we fire it through. Paulinho here beats his man. Can we find the ball in the middle? Alberto's there. Is it a penalty? No, it's cleared. Lukacevic, Alberto. It's got to be a goal. It is. Switched over this time. Alberto to Paulinho. It's the reverse of the first goal. Mohamed in the middle was just getting overlooked, and I mean he took the corner in the first one, I suppose. He's in there. I can see him at the front post, but it goes back post. Alberto finds Lukacevic. He drops it back into Yuri Alberto, who just whips it across that, well, not even the 6-yard line. It's like 2 yards out, and Paulinho's just there at the back post to tap in. 2-0 now to Shakhtar, and they're struggling. They've got a lot of players on 6.5, but it takes one passage of play to build that back up. One goal. I'm not going to get too ahead of myself here. A free kick, a corner, anything, you could just change everything. Now Mohamed, he's having a bit of a bad game, so I'm thinking we haven't unfortunately got Dure on the bench. I forgot to put him in. I put Yakovlev in instead, and Baggio. I probably should have put Dure in, thinking about it, but they have an opportunity here. Oh, it's disappointing. Lunin makes the save, and the rebound just falls to him, and he buries it. That's the away goal we didn't want to concede. Can we win the head on that? We do. Hurtado's there. Not got much in the way of support. Lukacevic does overlap. Matvienko, he whips it across, and Alberto gets his second of the game. 3-1. We get the 2-goal lead back established. With them scoring that goal, I do feel we needed 1 or 2 more goals just to give us that bit of a cushion. I think a 2-1 going to Paris would have been too close, and I think we'd have been struggling. But a great ball out by Schromm. Switches it out to Matvienko. He nicks it off Ricardo. Puts it across that 6-yard line. Alberto's there at the back post to tap in. And this replay and this highlights, the thing with the computer is doing my head in today. I don't know why it's running so slow. Hurtado is struggling. And we scored again. Who scored it? Yakovlev. He gets it, the young lad. We can't make any more subs. Okay. We're going to leave Hurtado out there. He's not having the best of games, and he's booked. But hopefully with a 4-1 lead, it shouldn't be too bad. And hopefully we don't let another one in. 4-2 would be disaster. I think would be... They still have a lot to do at home, but I think it gives them more of an opportunity. 4-1 here, I think, hopefully should be enough. I mean, I'm not going to tempt fate too much because you never know. It sort of ping-pongs from what I can see in their box, but it gets cleared. Oh, and then a terrible pass out. Sloppy pass. We need to win it back here now. Don't concede like that. Oh, it's gone in. Oh, it's a penalty. Neymar up against Lunin. He buries it. We were just saying that it's a terrible pass out from, I think it was Tello actually. Just straight to Pogba pretty much. From there they did actually score, but the penalty is already given. Matvienko's getting sent off, isn't he? Oh, this game is just conspiring against me. Red cards in Europe, just, for me, they just go together. We wanted to take Matvienko off. He was looking a bit tired. He was on a yellow card. Had no more subs left, and of course he gets sent off. So we are going to just drop Paulinho back there, I think. I think that's about all we can do, really. We'll drop him back there. We're going to drop the Silva back. In fact, we're going to drop... Probably drop... Going to switch him to defend. And Yakovlev in the middle. I mean, there's not much we can do, really. We've used all our subs. We've got 5 minutes to hold on. And that's the end of the game. 4-2. Wow. Before the game, if you offered me 4-2, would I have taken it? More than likely, probably yes. At 4-1, it's a bit disappointing that it had to be a penalty as well and a sloppy pass from the back. But it is what it is. We'll do that the best way we can. And we'll take that to the second leg away from home and hopefully manage to get ourselves a result. We have got 1 league game in the middle, so I am going to play that offline right now. I'm not sure if I'm going to have time to play both tonight, actually. But we'll see. We'll come back. I mean, either way, it's coming back in this episode, so I'll see you shortly. So we're back for the second leg. Just thought I'd quickly pop on this news story. Our under-19s are in the Youth Cup, Youth Champions League semi-final, so they're doing really well as well. I think they might have won it last year. Let's have a quick look. Did we win it last year or did we lose in the final maybe? We won it 2 years ago. So, Yeah, we've got a bit of form. We've got CSK Moscow and Olympiacos as our potential finalist. We're in the final. We won the semi-final. We beat PSV. Did we... let's have a look. Last year, did we lose in the final last year? I want to say we did. We lost to CSK Moscow, who are in the semi-finals this year as well. So, looking to make it 2 out of 3 finals and 2 out of 3 in a row. That's pretty good going for our guys. But we did have... We're not quite at the day. We got one or two more days to get there. But I just saw that pop up and I thought I'd jump in. We have played one league game. We played Olympic Donetsk. We beat them 1-0. It was a penalty. We weren't at our best, but they came with no strikers. 5 at the back. And yeah, they basically had 2 shots all game. 1 shot on target, and they didn't do anything with it. We couldn't break them down. We did have a player sent off right at the end. He was just keeping himself rested for today's game because I think he either playing or he's on the bench because we had Lukacevic sent off, I think, didn't we? So he might be playing. We got Trabelsi as well. So no, was it Lukacevic got sent off? Was it Matvienko? It might be Matvienko, but we'll see the team shortly that we're going with. We'll get there right now. So here are the lineups. Are they going? I think they're going pretty much like for like. Oh no, Dembele's in for Mbappe, who drops to the bench. Other than that, I think Semedo, did he play the first game? I'm not too sure. He might be. I'm pretty sure he did. So other than that, they're like for like. We are very similar. Adir comes in for Matvienko, who we discussed, got sent off in that first leg in this episode, but it's been about 10 minutes since I played that. We had that other game to play. It was so slow, like it really, really laggy. So hopefully we don't see it too much in this one. It wasn't as bad as that first game recording, so maybe it was the software recording the game, the footage that was giving me a bit of a problem today. But we're going to try and save. Go out there and make a difference. Yeah, it'll do. And we're going to drop an encourage straight on. And I am thinking now, we are defending a lead. Do we maybe drop back from attacking maybe onto counter? I think it might be a day to do that. We're letting them shoot from a distance, and it's the recording software. It wasn't this laggy in that league game, but within 2.5 minutes they are 1 back, 1-0 up. A 2-0 win here for them sees them through basically. We need to get an away goal at the very least, but this is just awful. It's the recording of the footage must be just seriously hampering the 3D. So we won't bother with the 3D replays. We're just going to skip anything that comes through. As we nearly give it away again, but Adir just gets there. Paulinho, square it. Someone in the box can get there. Alberto hits the post. Fortunately, we don't quite take it. First game, you feel that probably would have gone in. And Alberto, Mohamed, Paulinho, he levels it on the night. 5-3 on aggregate. We needed an away goal. That very much puts it back in our favour. Don't get me wrong, there's still sort of 80 odd minutes to go in this game. There's still a lot of football to be played here. Cliche, I know, but we've given ourselves something to, I say, hold on to. We're the champions and we're 4-2 up at the start of this game, but that early goal for them, 2 away goals for them, is just very, very worrying. So it's another highlight for PSG, and they've scored again. Gabriel Jesus, 5 minutes after the restart. We're not doing too well at the start of the halves, are we? We're not going to watch the highlight. It's probably a terrible goal, and it's terrible replay footage where it's just going really slow. Don't know why it's doing it today more than other days. It's another attack for PSG. This is not part of the plan, but we do win it back. Now we need to start making our chances count. We've created some good chances in this game, some really good chances. We've hit the post a couple of times, and Mohamed, he gets it. We seem to do well when they score. We get one straight back up the other end. So Mohamed, 5 minutes after theirs, he gets one back, and pretty much the first time we've seen against him in the 2 legs really. He didn't do anything in the first leg. We hooked him off. I think Drouet's on the bench for this one, so if he hadn't got that goal, he certainly would have been looking at coming on. He is on the bench. We might even, Alberto's struggling out there today, so it might be a change we make there. Strom's been on 2 minutes and he's already booked. What's the odds he's getting sent off here? As another corner comes in, he crosses it again, and they've scored. I didn't even see what's going on. I was looking down at the commentary, I think there was a penalty being given or something, but it's not given. It's offside or a foul or something. Ricardo's got down the right hand side. He's on his own. And Neymar scores. Of course he does. So they need 2 more to win. I think one more will get it to extra time, which we don't want. De Silva, play it down to Alberto. Can you do something now, mate? Come on, cross it. A good ball. Mohamed's there. Is it a penalty? It's a penalty. A chance to just make doubly sure. 7-5 on aggregate. I mean, what a tie that is when you can see the other one's only 1-0 at half time over the 2 legs. Who's taking it? It's Paulinho. He buries it. Game, set and match. We're in the semi-final. We're in another semi-final. Could be coming up against looking like AC Milan as it was standing at half time, but we don't know what's going to happen in that meantime. Another semi-final. Fantastic. So this series continues on for at least another episode. For another formal episode anyway. So Milan are through 1-0. And I think it's the other games are tomorrow. I think the draw is very soon, so we'll come back for that just in a moment. So here we are with the draw. I did see some of the other results. Barcelona went through on away goals, and Man United beat Sevilla. So probably the teams expected to get through probably did get through. I think Barcelona beat Monaco. I think I said. But yeah, so open draw here, and we will just go for the auto draw. We're not out first this time. It's Barcelona, and we get Barcelona. I don't think we played them yet. We haven't played Milan yet, I don't think either. Have we played Man United? I'm not too sure. These could all be 3 teams that are all fairly new to us. So the next episode will be those 2 Barcelona games. We have got something coming up straight after this Kiev game. It's a bit annoying. I was hoping it would be first so I could capture it, but it's the Youth Cup final. So hopefully I will spot that as we're playing, as I'm recording it as well. And I do manage to just remember to go back to it or something and just show you, see if we do win that final as well. But if you enjoyed this episode, please do drop a like. While you're there, drop a sub to the channel. It all helps it grow and lets me know that I'm doing something that people are enjoying watching, and yeah, enjoying my content. Any comments as well, anything you want to see. I mentioned I am planning a special sort of finishing of the series episode, so if there's anything specific you want to see in that, let me know. If you've got any ideas, it's something that might be quite good to have a look at. I'm probably going to go into the future a little bit, so anything you can think of that might be relevant or worth a look, let me know. But on the last episode, whatever that may be, whether it's the next game against Barca, if we do get past that and manage to make it into the final, whatever comes on next, we'll have the domestic cup final on it as well, so that either way that will be featured. I'm probably going to go sort of 5-10 years into the future. We're going to have a look at maybe who people think might become manager after me. Will they be able to keep winning the league? Will they be able to keep winning the cups? Can they win another Champions League? Can we win a Champions League? We've still got one more chance to win one. But will they be able to win a Champions League? Will they be able to progress the team on, take them to another level maybe than what I have? I mean, probably unlikely, but if they can keep hold of some of the players, will they sell them all? Who will they bring in? Those sorts of things. So anything you might want to see or any ideas, let me know. Chances are by the time this comes out, I probably will have recorded it, but I can always go in and add some bits on possibly. I'm not too sure. I might hold it back and do it in a separate week. I'm not too sure. It depends how the schedule goes and what we do. But until next time, I will see you later. Take care.